Hello, I'm Scott. I'm the breathing guy. I will train you to locate, generate, activate core key energy and physical activity. This video is part 2 of meditative walking for stress release in the shoulders and body, for reshaping the body for emotional change, and for spirit enhancement. I use the word spirit enhancement because I'm enhancing your breath. Breath and spirit are synonymous. No breath, no spirit in life. How do you use your spirit? How do you use your breath to alter your stress, your shape of your body, and it's during walking. To create a meditative state, either a Zen or zone state is one thing, or a number of other states that you can create in a meditative way, but using the act of walking to do it. So shaping the body, shaping your breath and body, your feet, your hands, all to enhance your breath range is really the bottom line of this whole program. Because if I can enhance your breath range and then how to use your breath, it enhances so much of your range of abilities in life itself. So this is part 2. Core, gets you to breathe like a baby and gets you to exhale for 20 seconds. The softer you, if you would say, less stress you have in your shoulders, the softer you make your shoulders, the softer you make your breath, the longer you can exhale. That's how you can judge how much stress you have, is how long can you exhale through the nose, or try even the mouth for 20 seconds, but the nose particularly. If you can't exhale out the nose for 20 seconds and then pause, you're really tight. Your mind is just like grasping on holding things together. So accentuate your breath is to release. Remember, I said there's 4 parts to breathing. Inhale brings energy in. Pause, consolidate. You can do a lot of things like weightlifters do. Exhale is the release of energy, like a runner does. And then the emptiness. Beautiful emptiness. There. That's where you can be emotionally calm, you have a neutral state, and then you have time to reset your new breath. Bring it in a different way, reshape it another way. There's a lot. The value of emptiness is very important because you have no breath, you do not have emotions. You have thought, but no emotions to it. So this is understanding each one of these phases, 4 phases, has an influence over you. You're always the weakest on the inhale. You're always the physically strongest when you're at the top. Exhale is the release of that strength. And then the emptiness prepares you for the next breath, the next way of doing something, the next thing that's happening to you involved. But understanding the 4 parts on a basic level so you can get to use them while you're walking. So the idea of pushing the belly button out is the first part. To inhale. As the belly button goes up, the glutes come up. As the belly button pause, keep it there, exhale going down. Next is feet. When you're inhaling, the belly comes, anytime the belly comes up, the feet extends, press on the ball. That enhances the movement. As you're exhaling, pull the toes up and the whole foot, and so you can pull in. As you're pulling up, the glutes go down. As you're pushing down, the glutes come up. I can give you a specific muscle, but I'll get that later. Anyway, you have to move the glutes to move this area involved. The more you blend the glutes and the breathing, you're creating strength within the breath, developing a breath. You're bringing those together. You're activating your whole core. 2, you want to work below the belly button. In order to do that, your hips have to be, if you want to say Pilates, neutral where the spine is flat. There's no arch in your back when you do this. But getting the sensation, taking the time, might take you a week, might take you 2 weeks while you're laying in bed, laying on the floor, just to move, to feel the difference, work on it. How to work here, 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 exhale here, 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 and how to manipulate. There's a lot to this in relationship to the torso. How do you create your breath within the torso framework itself? And if you really want to get down to really detail, it's perineum breathing. If you can do perineum breathing, that will enhance your whole energy and range of motion on that. That is the foundation for nerve and so much. So let's go here. I'm going to add this as part 2. I added the feet on part 1. This is where I begin the hands. How to use your hands to enhance your breath. Because when you're walking, you're using your feet. I will get into that. But then how to use your hands to release the shoulders, the tension in your shoulders, and how to enhance your breathing while you're walking. So you have 2 ways to exhale. Out the nose or the mouth. Each has a different effect on your energy, and the inhale is always through the nose. So those are the 2 basic aspects. I use exhale out the mouth for different reasons. If you want to release your stress in your shoulders fast, exhale out your mouth with your lips a certain way, like then your whole shoulders goes down. Then pause, then inhale. But anytime you inhale, don't do this. Don't come up. It's only here. That takes time. That takes a sensation. You have to tone your muscles to do this. Because most people, that area they have never used too well, or atrophy's kicked in too much. So that's why you have to be calm when you're learning to just baby breathe. And you can always tell how powerful that is. Look at a baby way they cry. They can cry a long one inhale. They can cry a long tail. Let's see you exhale as long as a baby can cry for that one breath. Because when they stop, then they take an inhale. Then they cry again. So really understanding how a baby breathes and how much force they can project out when they cry. And the process is the same as what they do. Because what they do is inhale, they do bigger, you can watch it, the whole stomach moves up. Then they tighten their stomach a certain way, they pull up on their glute, and then they slowly release it for that long yell, that long cry involved. And the belly comes in slowly, and the glutes go out and involved. So really understanding the process of how much force you can project in this method. Because a baby's looking for strength. Baby wants to develop itself. And this is how you breathe. There is a meditative process as well. That's something else. I will teach that some other day. But it's just how you breathe. Because you only got 2. You got meditative breathing and you got active breathing. I'm teaching active. So it's fast inhale, long, slow exhale. Pause between inhale and pause after you exhale. So back to the floor. First thing you do is bring your knees up. Tip your hips neutral so you feel the spine on the floor. Come on down. Let your shoulders down. Put one hand on the stomach so you can feel it below the belly button, like your thumb's in the belly button down there, because that's what area you want to move first. So when you inhale, this is part 2. Press on your toes to go up. Pull up on your glutes. Inhale through the nose, pause. As you're pausing, let yourself come softer. You got all that air, all that energy. Take advantage of it. Then you exhale. Pull that, push out, pull your toes up, then your feet. You got that down. Now see if you can exhale for 20 seconds doing this one. So let's inhale. Pull up, pause, exhale. Either out the mouth or out the nose. Nose is longer. You can always exhale longer out the nose. Pause.